Turbo giveaway, dude.
Ooh, Walsley?
All right, we're live for the meeting. Let me do what here? I want to go here, YouTube Studio. I'll turn this on, content. I'm live. This is on. Save. Gotta make sure the chat is going. Customization. Live replay, save. All right, that's saved. And we'll go here. Huh, they don't have that no more. Interesting. All right, well, whatever, we're here. I don't have the enumerator. What is this? Create a highlight video. Okay, well, I went to the field today to test this out, make sure it was going to be okay for tomorrow. It's not. So I've got to take the tank out and rebuild it. So until we get some people in here, I'm going to work on this. I got this thing is gonna need a refinish. Got paint coming off of it up here. So, yeah, took it out and went dead ass lean. Then got it started again and went dead ass lean again. So got a tank problem. I'm gonna unsolder the tank and look inside it. Not that I think I can beat Joe Gilbert, but the sad thing is, years ago he couldn't beat me, and now I can't beat him. All right, so we got that going. Just don't have the ambition to go out there and sit all day like I used to. Fly all day. When I get this out of here, I'm gonna look and see if I got another tank. But I don't think I do. I don't believe I do. Problem going on here somewhere. Why didn't I do this yesterday? Fuel everywhere. How about that tank's got an air leak in it? You guys watch the video I did of the Paraquin Falcon or whatever they call it? Peregrine? I don't know. Not quite as funny as when they brought out the American bald eagle to fly. And I said, "Can we fly with you?" "Yeah, sure. Go get your shit." They pull out that, and they have big old eagle. It was kind of anticlimactic. All they did was fly from the perch to the girl in the center of the circle and get his lunch. Don't think I have another metal tank just like this one. I do, I just swap it out. In real pretty cursive letters, it says GMA Customs right there on the logo. Or is it Aldrich? No, GMA Custom. Come on, focus in there. Yep, you gotta take my word for it. An Aldrich motor. But it don't do much good if it don't run. Break out the snap-on tool there. Okay. I guess the first thing to do is going to be to do a pressure test. I guess I can go ahead and unsolder the back too. Get this off the bench. If I don't get this running, ain't gonna have nothing for plastic tomorrow. Okay, I gotta go get some water in this. I'll be right back. Okay, we got the water. Got a leak. Well, that's the problem right there. That's the problem. Okay, we're gonna fix that so it don't happen again. I bet it'll run okay with the tank not leaking. Went screaming lean, boy. How do I want to fix that? Thinner than that. I don't. Gary Sinclair. You have to turn on your camera, turn on your microphone, Gary. Cannot see you and cannot hear you. Turn on your microphone, turn on your camera. So, there we go. We'll wait for another person to come in because I guess Gary's having some problems. I can see it. I can see it. Put some water back in the refrigerator here. Okay. Yep, there you are, Gary.
Yeah, I'm doing some other stuff, trying to get ready.
You see the Falcon?
Uh-uh.
If you go back, you'll see on my channel, you'll see a video before this one is a Peregrine Falcon flew at Butter Park.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's how you say the name, but it was a Falcon. They fly eagles and falcons and all kind of crap there.
Uh-huh.
World Bird Sanctuary is right by there. Found an issue with the tank, so that's a good thing. I mean, it's not a good thing, but at least I found a problem.
Found out what was wrong, huh?
Yep. Now, if we can fix it. That's can we fix it? I don't have any more stay bright flux. I don't believe.
Well, I've been spending my time at the funeral home, or not the funeral home, but
Gonna do something special on the calendar for John.
I can, yeah. I don't have time. I'm going to have time, I guess, because yeah, wife's on hospice, and so we don't expect her to last on much longer.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Your wife is on hospice?
Yeah. Yeah. She lost her memory and Parkinson's, and just,
Not good.
so she just laying there and sort of waiting. So
Well, I'm sorry for that.
yeah, I hope I can get some of them to send me some pictures. I got their email address. I'm thinking about maybe trying to send each one an email. Ask them to send me a picture if they want one.
I'll see if I can get you a picture of my Simply Blues. If it lasts through the weekend, I hope it does.
Oh yeah, I hope that too.
Well, I don't have any more Stay Bright solder flux, so I got to use that flux. We'll see what happens.
But I like that plane that you're working on.
The Continental?
No, that one that's no name yet. I don't think you got.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I did the rudder this morning. Got it. I'll bring it out as soon as I get this straightened out.
Yeah.
This This is some old flux here.
Mm-mm.
I don't have any acid or anything. That's all I got. Is that crappy flux there.
Did you find a hole or something? Did you?
Yeah, tubes come unsoldered.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
What'd you want to go and do that for, Sparky?
I didn't want to go and do that, but it did it. Might not be able to get this hot enough.
Sparky, I know you don't use it anymore, but do you know where you can you still get uh, polyspan?
Yeah, I don't know where, but
I got to find some. Friend of mine's asking about it. Tom's asking about it. I don't know where to get it. I had a bunch of it. I thought I'd still did, but I can't find it. I was going to just give him some. I can't find it.
call Okie Air.
Call who?
Okie Air.
Okie Air. Yeah. Even if they got it, well, never mind. I don't think I'll be doing that. He still owes me 4 horns from the last order I ordered. That was a year ago. And he's already been paid for them, by the way.
Just can't get down in back here. Might have to get out the torch.
that's what I was going to ask you. If it had a little torch, would that work?
You have a micro torch?
I got a big torch. There's fuel. There was fuel in this though.
Oh,
Shouldn't burn too bad, I guess. We'll try it here. Let it cool and see if I got the leak soldered up. I don't believe I did. Take the back off too, but kind of not sure about that. Wasn't not having any good flux. Got the leak though. Oh, I hear something. Ain't leaking.
Looks like you're covered.
Well, I don't trust it.
not unless vibration would open it back up.
Well, I'm gonna solder the two pipes together with something.
Just figure eight wrap them.
Held. See, saw a bubble. There's a bubble. There's a bubble.
Yeah.
Try again. I'll turn the pin off of this as soon as some other people come on. So you can see somebody else besides me soldering the tank. Jeez. Took quite a bit of pressure to get that bubble, but
Your AirPods are not working.
uh-oh.
Interesting. Oh, there's a good reason they're not working.
What?
The batteries kaput. I didn't charge them.
Yeah, batteries help.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay.
I think we got it that time.
No battery tonight.
Phil, what kind of bird do you have there in the cage?
It's a lovebird.
Lovebird. Okay.
A 16-year-old lovebird. Everybody told me, oh, they only live to about 8 to 10. This one's 16. The other one died at 14, but this one's 16, still going strong. He still raises the devil in the mornings unless I take him out of my finger and walk him around the house. He can't fly anymore. He can't fly anymore. He's had a stroke, and if he flies, flies in a circle and just
Oh, really?
runs in the couch or whatever. Yeah, he's a little
Oh.
bird, but he's a good one. Say hello, Indy. Indy, say hello. There you go. Good boy. He's a good bird. Hello. Now he won't hush probably.
Well, I wonder when everybody's going to come in. Half an hour gone by.
Oy vey. I got Tom's wanting me to try to find him some poly span and a rod for a Kodak 40. Not so much crashed out a 40 and still got a good rod.
That's probably not likely.
Probably not, because the light case as that thing is, if they hit it hard enough to bend the crank or bend the case, usually the rod goes too. But I said I'd try, and I will.
Get some lacquer thinner on this. Jar.
Watch it.
I need to move them plugs.
There, I got my like applied. Okay.
Yeah, since my earbuds were messing up tonight, I'm going to do that too.
Still was holding pressure, so got to be good. Try again.
Very good deal.
I put 5 ounces of air in it. I don't see any bubbles. I think that probably fixed it. I'll leave the syringe on it, see if it holds the vacuum. Okay. You wouldn't think that that little air bubble would make it go lean, but it sure does.
Oh, yeah, it will too. Now you move on to the next problem.
Learning how to fly.
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Aren't we all?
Hey, we got a couple in here. Stuart
Yeah.
joined.
They're popping in.
Yep.
Yeah.
See what's happening.
Sparky, let me ask you something. Your 60 size airplanes, how much do they pull?
I don't know,
A bunch? Is it heavy or?
5 pounds, 10 pounds maybe.
Well,
No, I don't like all that pulling, like a big horse.
yeah, I got an SB11 that's trying to pull me off the ground. I can't figure out what in the world's going on.
How much does it weigh?
Not much. It's an ARF. It's an electric ARF. Pretty light.
How much does it weigh? Pretty
I don't
light.
know. I hadn't
how
weighed
light?
it. I hadn't weighed it. Somebody stepped on my scales and the thing only went to 20 pounds. And somebody stepped on my scales trying to be cute one night over here and it busted it all to pieces. I got to get a new one.
Well, if it's 65 to 70, it's going to pull.
No, it's not that heavy. It might be 60. It might be 62. I don't know. I'll weigh it this week. I'll take it
Yeah.
on Tom's.
5 pounds would be quite a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 5 pounds is a bunch.
Where's
Yeah.
your lead outs?
Lead outs are just forward to where they come stock. I'm gonna move them forward another about 1/8 of an inch and try it again. It's only got 6, 7 flights on it. They ain't got much on it. But it's the plane that reminded me, you check your up and down every time before you let them launch it.
Have you got offset rudder on it?
No,
You got
no,
out thrust on it?
no, not any extra. Whatever's built into it, but that's it.
What's the battery weigh?
That's a 6 cell. It's heavy.
There you go. That's why it's pulling, because it's ahead of the CG wanting to turn out, centrifugal force.
Ah,
Can feel that brick up there.
maybe I'll try a 5 cell in it and see what that'll do. Pulling too hard for me, I know that. I got to do something, loosen it up a little bit. My shoulders just aren't up to this. But to get the plane to balance, it has to be where it is. So if I put a lighter battery in it, it'd probably have to go further forward.
Wow, that really held pressure.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Peed out of there like crazy.
Yeah.
I'd say it's fixed.
Okay.
I would say it's fixed.
Yours is as tight as mine.
Because I put a new O-ring in it.
Yeah. Mine used to come out halfway and it was tight, and at halfway it'd get loose and start sucking air through the O-ring.
Hey, John. John, the other night when we were on, you were talking with the guys there about the bell crank and the horn and that, and the angles and all that.
Yeah.
Can you email me some pictures of that? Because I didn't understand what was going on. Maybe sometime.
I was afraid that it might have been a little confusing. So yeah, I'll work up something and
I think you got my email, don't you?
um
I'll
if-
private message you here. I'll send that to you. And then send me your phone number if you wouldn't mind. I might give you a call sometime.
okay, not a problem.
If you can email it to me, that'd be good.
Yeah, I can do that. I was just talking to Brent a little bit ago about his horns. And they're awful pretty. He said he sold about 20 or 30, no, was it 40 sets? I think that's what he said.
Of his handle?
No, of his new bell crank, not bell crank, flap horns and elevator horns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. He was
I'm
showing.
still looking for his email. He's gonna send me an email with the information. I'm still trying to find it so I can order.
Send him an email or a PM.
I may have to do that.
He's going to be, I don't know, I probably should let him make the announcement, but he's going to be handling another product that I think everybody's going to want here pretty soon.
The handles?
No, it's not handles.
He's probably gonna do bell cranks with all the other stuff he's doing.
No, it's not bell cranks.
Got another product. Could be interesting.
He is working on some bell cranks. He showed us some of his prototypes last time he was on.
My phone has lost its mind.
His son, last time I saw him, he's just a little guy, but I guess he's at high school and he's turning in a pretty good CAD man, and so now he's doing all the drawings for his projects. It's working out good for him. And I can say with authority that the electric version of the Trailblazer will be done tomorrow.
Good deal.
How long you been drawing on them?
Well, I've been drawing on them like 3 or 4 hours a day here for the
Good
last
Lord.
month. Well, you know me, I check and double check. I try to make sure I don't have any errors, that it's clear and concise, that it's organized in a logical manner. I mean, I spend some time on them. It isn't that I couldn't do it faster. I could do it faster, do a slapdash half-ass job, but I don't want to do it that way. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I want the plans to be easily understood by somebody that's building and be accurate and give him the tools to cut his parts and build an accurate airplane. I mean, I could do like they did back in the 50s, just draw a picture of an airplane and put a few references on it. And
Yeah.
you to figure out how to build it. You know, I could do
That's
that.
all I need.
Oh, I know, but that's not what everybody needs. A lot of people need a lot more.
I'm one of those guys. I'm one of the oddballs. I have to, if I'm going to do it, if I'm going to build a birdhouse, I sketch it before I build it.
Joe Gilbert.
Yep. Yep. Well, it's the thing about putting a drawing out, unless you built, like Sparky, you build a lot of close to the same design. So you got it in your head, you know what you want to do. You built a ton of them. And so it's like second nature. But let's just say you went off in a new direction. You might have troubles with the location and the geometry on the bell crank and the controls. You might have some problems, anyway, it's so much easier to do it when you draw it out first, because then you can kind of see where you're going and get a good idea of what some of the problems might be. And for me, since I may not be able to fly with the accident that I had and with getting older, for me, I enjoy making the drawings. Like building the airplane to me. I build the airplane digitally. Can't take it out and fly it, but other people can build it and fly it. They can do a pretty good job if they use the plans right. A pretty good job building it the way I would have built it. So, I gotta go in and shut down a program on my computer. It's sitting there, been bugging me for all day long.
Well, the difference between John's plans and everybody else's, you get John's plans, you can build the plane. There's no guesswork. You got every part drawn. You can just copy it. You got it. You don't have to take anything over to the copy machine and print it out and try to make it work. I've never had to worry about do the parts fit because everyone I've done so far, well, I've only built 2 of his off those, but it was almost as easy as doing a kit.
Well, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
They work.
That's what I aim for, Phil.
Well, I tell you what, you're the only one I know of that does it.
Well, to
My
me,
phone,
I enjoy it. It's like a labor of love, you know.
Yeah.
Right. So, like I say, I might not be able to fly. I don't know until probably I'll be giving it have a decent airplane to try it on, and I'll give it a shot this next spring. But I'm going to be trying to build 2 or 3 airplanes through the winter.
Yeah, I've decided to build one myself. I decided this winter I'm going to try to do something challenging. This won't be just an airplane. This one will be challenging.
It'll be a canard, huh?
No, it'll be plan on doing it's a plane we've talked about on here, but it's a difficult one to build. A Raid Mustang.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful airplane too. Is that Joe Gilbert?
It is.
How you doing, Joe?
My goodness. In the flesh.
Bath and everything, dude. I'm ready to go. It's hot in St. Louis. I can tell you for sure.
Is it?
Is it?
Oh,
What are you
yes.
doing in St. Louis? You there for a contest?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Which one is it? Is it the Broken Arrow or?
Yep. My thermometer was 98 degrees when I got in the car to go home, Joe.
Oh,
It's
wow.
hot. It's hot.
Oh, wow.
And about 500% humidity.
I was gonna say, humidity had to be close to 100%.
Joe, here's what I found on the tank.
Good. Let's show me.
Let me make me big here. All right, can you see?
Huh? I see.
Okay,
Oh, now we're on Gary.
it should be on me.
I see Gary.
Why? What the hell?
Now I see you.
Okay.
I see you.
All
Now
right.
you're Gary.
I
You gonna
didn't
take it big?
I didn't take the back off because I don't have a soldering gun hot enough to take it off. However, I did find a leak right here
There you go.
at the lines. I resoldered that and I got no leak. So you think that'll be all right?
We talked about that a while ago. Remember, it's got a leak or something. Yeah, it'll be fine. That's it.
Okay.
You did well. So I got my Mustang to run right too. I took the fuel system apart, looked at the fuel filter, and it was stopped up. So I put a new fuel filter on it and back. I'm in business now, baby.
What about the wings? What's going on?
I think they're level enough. The line tension's adequate everywhere. I'm going to leave it alone for now.
There's our host. We're looking at our host right here. Let me let's see here. There's our host for the evening. Need Len Burrell to come on.
Yeah, Len and I are heading to Toronto tomorrow to contest.
Good show.
Yeah, so early day tomorrow, that's for sure.
How far is it to Toronto?
For us, it's like 3 hours.
That's called O Dark 30.
And how?
Did you enjoy the Peregrine Falcon? Did anybody see that besides us?
That was at the Buddha Park.
Yeah.
Just a while ago.
Last time I saw a Peregrine Falcon, it was diving on a Legionnaire 140 sailplane.
I saw one chasing a dove across the across from my going from my backyard, catty corner across the street. He was a honking, and that dove was just a really honking.
He wanted to live.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a great big deal, like when they bring the eagles out to fly, you know, they fly a couple passes back and forth and eat the mice. This bird, if you go back and look at the video, which is the one just before this one, the bird took off from its perch and went to the center of the circle and got the dove off the swinging thing, and that was it.
It
Oh.
didn't take him but 2 passes, did it?
I don't think so. About 60 foot is all he went.
Yeah, he went out and turned. He made one pass, turned up, made a Shondale come back and got it, man.
But the girls brought him over and we got a close up of him. He had his little hat on.
Yeah.
Serious claws.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't mess with those talons.
I bet them talons would poke a hole in a guy.
My word, they're 2 inches long. You know darn well it would.
They need to take those falcons down to RC and attack the drones.
Oh yeah.
Well, the government uses them to attack drones.
Do they?
Yep, they're anti-drone.
Those rascals can fly pretty good, I think, Robert. They can turn tight.
240 miles an hour.
I have a hard time believing that's too fast. I think maybe 160 or something.
She said this one was doing about 100.
Well,
Not then.
I watched an eagle, a video of an eagle that was flying along, and he rolled over on his back inverted to try to get his talons on another bird that was diving on him.
Mm-hmm.
He flew inverted, darn thing.
Yeah.
I've seen them do that too. That's wild. Darn crow or something, some kind of blackbird. I couldn't get close enough to see. Kept diving at him or something, and he just rolled over on his back and reached up and grabbed him. The eagle rolled back over, and you saw his talons do this, and then the thump.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you could hear that thump too. He wasn't hungry; he was just ticked off. He was tired of getting messed with. If he'd been hungry, that bird would have been dinner.
Maybe he didn't like crow.
I guess I don't know what it was, what kind of bird it was, but it wasn't a bird no more.
It messed up.
Messed with the wrong eagle.
A bag full of feathers. Jimmy Rhodes is in the care center.
Uh-oh.
He's been there for a week or two now.
He was there last Monday night. He was there, Gordo said.
He's still there.
What's going on?
He's got some problem in his legs. I don't know whether it's some form of neuropathy or what. I don't know. But
He's not that old, is he? I thought Jim was younger than me.
No, hell, he's older than I am, and I'm older than you, I think.
I thought he's knocking on 88 or something, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 80.
Jim Rhodes?
Yeah.
There must be two of them.
No, he flies the
Apteryx.
Apteryx, yeah, the USA 1 lookalike.
Oh yeah, I've met him. That's not the one I was thinking of, but I've met him before. Yeah.
Gordy's.
Yeah, he's the one that's Apteryx is where USA 1 came from. Okay,
That's right.
I'll be darned. Well, that's a shame.
He won classic one time at the Nats with that airplane. 6 years ago or 8, maybe, I don't know.
I think he was at his last Nats with it.
Yeah, he's there, but he won with it one time. He
Oh
beat
yeah.
me, 10 years ago, maybe. It's been a while.
It's been a while because I was there, and I hadn't been but 2 times the last 10 years.
You got a bird behind you. That falcon would eat that bird.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
That falcon won't get to this bird. This bird stays in the cage. This little guy can't fly anymore. He's, they told me when my daughter asked me to keep the birds, there was 2 of them, and she says it's just for 10 days while I go to training. And she brought the cage up here from from Charlotte, and dropped it off. Well, that was 15 and a half years ago.
Is that right?
The birds weren't supposed to live, but 10 to 12 years. He's 17.
Feed, he getting good feed.
Yeah, he's getting good feed.
What kind of bird is it? Is it a lovebird?
Lovebird. He's a
Yeah.
little lovebird. I'd bring him out here on my finger and show everybody, but he'd poop on me just sure as I did it.
That's a
They
thanks you
think-
get.
They sing to some people.
Oh, he does. He sang. We get to sing and talking. When there was two of them and they were young, I'd go in the living room and sit down in the lazy boy. My wife says that's what I am, a lazy boy. But anyway, go in there, sit down in the lazy boy, and they come in here and when they want to get me up, they just come open the cage. The birds would fly through the house and find me. Like Riley would always land over here. Indy, that's that one, would land on my right shoulder, and they'd bark. You think a lovebird can't bark? Your ears can't take much of that.
Is that right?
Man, they just, Lord have mercy. But he don't fly anymore. But he still, I come down in the morning and uncover him, and we sit and chirp at each other for a few minutes. Then he wants to get out and get on my finger, and I walk him through the house. He can't fly anymore, but he still wants to walk through the house and survey his kingdom. He thinks
right.
he rules the roost.
I'll be darned. You're gonna miss it when he's gone.
He's a cool little bird, I tell you. Between him and the dog, I ain't got a prayer. They rule the house. Jack's over here laying on the floor. He's waiting for me to turn around and turn the chair so he can jump up my lap. Oh, that's pretty. But I'm telling you, it's just a mess. What airplane is that?
My classic Continental.
That's what I thought, the Continental. Yep.
It's the real classic one, though. It's not the XL.
Yeah.
It's almost as cool as a Venus.
Almost.
Almost.
I got looking at those plans to the Venus. That thing looks like a Nobler that's been restyled, but then about everything from that time period was.
They're all Nobler.
The wing's way bigger.
Oh, yeah, well, those huge wingtips on it, yeah. But the basic wing is not. You just
Is it the
6
same
inches.
cord?
Yeah, it's 6
Same cord?
inches. But it's
It's the
sharp.
same cord, root cord, and out cord.
Mm-hmm.
That Venus as big as this airplane, Joe?
I think so. I think it's 600 and change.
Well, this is almost 700. Let's figure it out.
And the Venus ain't. I think it's 606 or 68.
I can't remember. Wait a minute, maybe it's on the plans.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we got 12 and a quarter. I'm gonna say 12 at the mean cord. And let's figure out what the wingspan is here.
Well, I can't get to the. There it is. Let's see if it says.
I don't know if it said or not. Can't remember.
Well, by the time I blow it up enough to.
Then you can't read it.
No. I can read Venus, but that's it.
It's a good size airplane.
It is that.
12 by 56. Whatever that works out to.
I'll tell you.
Looks like a Nobler canopy, but restyled because of the board.
That's 672 squares.
There you go.
672.
Continental
Yeah.
bigger than I thought it was. Yeah, you're there.
I know it's got me interested. Joe's just flew so well at Brodak, I couldn't believe it. And it's got flaps that are my style, elliptical flaps. Great old big flaps on that thing.
More elevator than flat.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah, that's the secret to it. Secret to a lot of those old classic airplanes, the Nobler included, more elevator than flap.
You know, I had an ARF Nobler and I flew it till I wore out that it got where I couldn't hatch intersections, and I'd move the controls. It was sloppy, and that hole was egg shaped. You know,
Yeah.
oval in that tail. I said, "Well, crap." So I took it and I just raised it one and put it back in the next one up. And I said, holy mackerel, it flies better than it used to. Ain't that something?
Yeah. I did the same thing. I put it where it showed on the plans and it flies all right. But you put it one hole up and it flies a whole lot better.
But even back then, I could tell the difference. I said, my goodness, ain't that something?
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Good, good.
Mr. Gerber is in the house.
Thanks for sending me those pictures you sent. I appreciate it.
You like those?
Yeah, I like those a lot.
I want to see them too.
Me
See if I
too.
can find. I'll see if I can find them.
Were they airplane pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're artwork.
Oh, the Spitfire. You still working on the Spitfire?
Only one thing better than my airplanes and my gas, and that's your airplane and your gas.
Sparky, can you turn on the sharing?
He's not there right now.
Well, okay, I guess we'll have to wait.
Yeah, what happened here was I sent.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, there we go.
I see Gary.
Gary tired tonight.
Yeah.
There it is.
There we go.
There.
And that's based off of the. Well, I'll let Mark tell it.
Well, yeah, it's John got me the CAD model from Walter Umland of the Sterling Spitfire. And so we were talking. I said, well, I lengthened the nose a little bit. I lengthened the tail a little bit. I'd give it some dihedral. I think it'd be a pretty good flying airplane. So I drew it up, and this is what it looks like. I think I showed this a couple of weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
But what I always like to do before I embark on a project is to put some colored pictures together of what the plane will look like. So here's one with the British camouflage.
Oh,
Oh,
Like that.
And basically take that line drawing and put it into Photoshop and
Yeah.
then fill it in with the colors.
Mm-hmm.
take that to Booter Park and it'll disappear.
What's that?
Take it to Booter Park and it'll disappear. There's trees around the whole place. That's awesome.
I have trouble. Everybody thinks the silver airplane is so neat, and I've been talking about doing that Mustang. And they think that the Mustang is so easy, but silver disappears on me. I don't know about other people, but I have a hard time finding silver.
Do the Bardol plan on it. That's yellow and black. That will show.
No, if I do it, the whole idea from concept on has been to do Cripes and Mighty Fourth. Take it over to Greensboro and show the lady and her daughter that it was it's his sister, the guy that flew it, sister. And I knew his name a minute ago, and I forgot. Pretty. Yeah. George Pretty. His brother was a Mustang pilot too, and he died in the war as well. She lost her husband. He lost both her brothers in World War II to dogfighting in Mustangs. But George was the top Mustang ace of World War II in Cripes and Mighty Fourth.
Didn't you dihedral or something? What'd you figure?
So one of the things I like to do with the camouflage is the real camouflage colors are pretty dull.
Yeah.
I like to use a little bit more green and a little bit more gray, blue, and lighter gray. But here's what it would look like if you had the actual camouflage colors.
Oh,
great.
That would disappear.
That'd disappear quick.
Easy to step on it in the field.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I did with the plan. I'm a long way from ready to try to embark on a project to do this. I'm still working on the Bearcat.
I
But,
imagine you're probably gonna build the fuselage similar to Raby style, is that right?
what's that?
You're gonna go similar to Raby style, on the fuselage build?
For the Bearcat?
Yeah, no, for this Spitfire.
Oh, I think I'd try to go like the Spitfire, like the
Sterling.
Sterling kit, because building a Raby style, you sort of end up with a Mark Freeman Spitfire,
That's what
Yeah.
you'd have.
and that's a
Yeah.
lot of work to mold the fuselage and work out all the control.
Do you know, do you have do you want a Warren Truss wing on that thing?
So
I don't know.
Warren
wait.
trust me. No, I think I just use a regular
Spitfire wing,
instruction.
yeah. Well, it's a good wing, Actually, that Sterling Spitfire was actually a good airplane. It's just that it had its incidences were all off.
Yeah, Dennis said it flew really well. So
Yeah, well, somebody knows how to build it, or how to build, can build it, and they look at that, they see the error, they fix it. But a guy that just building his third or fourth kit builds
I mean,
it.
there's my Bearcat fuselage. It's been for
that's-
quite a while. I've been working on the stabilizer and the rudder. Here's the stabilizer.
Oh, cool.
Ready to,
oh, right.
ready to sheet it. So I sheeted it, and there it is with the balsa sheeting on it, 16th inch sheeting.
Very nice.
So
Yes, indeed.
it's about ready to go forward with it. I got a few boo-boos on the bottom I got to fill in with a little bit of Elmer's wood filler, but it's pretty well done. Now, I'm working now on the rudder. There's the
That's got
vertical
a tall
stabilizer.
rudder, boy.
Are you using Robert hinges?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it just like Keith Russell showed me how to do it. I don't know, we got a
I'd like
picture of the
to
hinge
try
here
using
somewhere.
that. Sometime on the next plane, I might use them.
It's a lot of work to get them all lined up and everything, but they work really neat once you get it to work. I don't know what happened to it. I had a picture of the hinge here somewhere. But I drill all the holes on my drill press for the hinges on the spars. I line them up real carefully. Because that's the trick to it, is to get them all lined up. You can see,
Exactly.
there's three of them here on each side. So I put these spars into my drill press and carefully line it up and drill the holes in the drill press. There's a little tool that Robart sells to allow you to drill the hole on center with a hand drill, but I think that's how Keith does his. But I prefer the drill press to make sure I got them.
Do you put
Here's-
the
Here's what
trailing
they
edge
look
of the-
like.
Do you put the trailing edge of the stab and the leading edge of the elevator, kind of lock them together and then drill through both of them at the same time?
No, I drill them separately.
Okay.
I suppose I could. I never thought about trying that.
Yeah, that's the way I was thinking of doing it. If I used them, and then so you put the holes in, and then you cut the groove. I noticed.
No, I cut the groove. I cut the groove first.
Okay, I was just curious how you did
I
it.
suppose you could.
So do you use a router for the groove?
Here's the hinge right there on the right.
What are you looking at, Joe?
The middle one's the hinge. Down right there, far right's your hinge.
At the top,
Go
far
one
right.
more.
This
No,
one
one
here?
more right. One more right.
I can't see it. You guys got it covered up for me.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Right
There
That's
you
it
go.
right there. That's it right there. That's your
Yeah.
hinge. Cool.
Yeah. First, I route them out like this. I suppose you could drill the holes first.
Okay, so you use a router on that. Okay,
Yeah. And then I put them in the drill press and drill the.
Yeah, I picked up a router a year ago, kind of for this reason. So
And here's how they fit together. And I built the rest of the stabilizer. And I won't actually put it together until I get it all finished. I'll finish the pieces separately. The stabilizer will get glued into the fuselage. And then I'll finish the elevators separately. I've got a fixture to hold them left over from the last build, so keep
On
me
the
out of
bottom,
trouble.
on the back of the elevator, is that a little carbon fiber rod holding the on the elevator parts?
Right
The
here?
very bottom. Yeah. What was that a piece of carbon fiber rod glued to the back of the ribs?
No. It's just the two pieces of 16th inch glued together back here.
Okay. Okay.
This is a pen mark, Joe. I don't know. Maybe it looks like
Oh,
something
maybe
else.
that's what I'm seeing. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what I'm seeing.
This is a
Gotcha.
this is a marking pen.
Okay. You just ran the
Artifact.
balsa wood off the ribs and touched each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much does that weigh, Mark?
About 2 ounces.
That's not bad.
I don't know if it's good or bad. Hoffman keeps records of everything and I don't do that. But
There you go.
here's how you see how the back of the
Yes.
is it's just glued back here.
Yep.
That works out pretty good.
Yeah, sure does. That's tough, strong like that. You ain't gonna twist that.
Yeah, well, this sheet up here is what really gives you the strength.
Oh, yes.
These things are just really spacers to keep the sheet in the right form. So
When I do the leading edge of my stab, I run a little sharper than you are. How's yours working out? I'm
what was that,
it's
John?
working out good. What was
I
that?
couldn't hear what you said, John.
I said when I build a stab, I go on the leading edge. I have a sharper point on it.
Oh, here?
Well, not where it's going in the pocket. At the leading edge of the stab.
Just
Well,
what Joe said he's not gonna do today.
I'm not doing that anymore.
Okay, tell me why, because I
think it's harder to get the instance right and it's more touchy. When you get that, it's gotta be more true, I think. The round ones are more forgiving in alignment, I think.
oh, you're
Which
right.
ones are you not going to do anymore?
No, I'm not making mine round. You guys do what you want.
You
I'm
gotta
doing
make
mine
it-
just like that. Just
I
like
do mine
that.
like that now, but I don't do it. What I'm liking is his leading and his, he routes the curve out. That I got, but the front of that thing, in front of that piece is routed out, or the back of that one, back of the elevator, where the sheeting comes up and mates to it. I like that. He's got an edge.
Yeah, up here. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
that was my own idea.
That's a
neat.
good one.
I like that.
That's a good one.
It's fairly easy to route those little pieces here. Once you get your
Gives you a
router set up.
shelf to glue to. Gives you a shelf to glue to.
Yeah, well, that way,
I do it like
way,
Raby did. Raby just ran it all the way back. It
yeah,
became back
this
of the
keeps
curve.
everything. This keeps everything properly
Where?
aligned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
I do too.
Mark's
I'm gonna
pretty
steal
sharp.
that from you.
So did you do that on a rotor too, Mark?
Yeah, this is all this piece here and this piece here are all routed.
Okay.
I've got
What is
little.
that, 3 passes?
Well,
I see 2, 3,
This is-
4, 5. I see 6 passes on it on that setup there.
the forward one, this concave part is one.
Well, that's
Right.
one, but I'm
I had to
talking the
make
other
myself-
side of it.
Yeah, and then this is one. This notch is one. The middle notch is another one, and then the upper notch is the third one.
That's what I
So
thought.
there's
Okay.
4 total on that forward piece.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then
2
the
on
back-
the round,
Okay,
right?
first. That's neat.
A
Yeah,
top
the back-
side, bottom side pass.
Yeah, so on the back end, you got to do 2 round pieces,
Yeah.
both sides,
6 passes.
and then 3 more back here. So you got
Oh,
5 on the back
9.
one.
5 on the back one. Yeah.
I mean,
think-
once you get it set up, it's quick.
Yeah.
The setup time is what takes all the effort.
Set it up and make 3 feet of it and have it for later.
Yeah, what I should have done was made 2 sets the first time around.
Yeah, make 3, whatever. Yeah, make several. I mean, you could use that same setup on your Spitfire, or anything.
Yeah, you could.
Hey guys, would you look what Sparky's done? That rascal done sanded every bit of the paint off that airplane. Dadgum. When
And
we
this-
Mark first started sharing, it was all red, white, blue, red, orange, and blue, and pretty. And now look at it, doggone. Well, somebody tell me they don't like his paint job. He takes it plumb serious.
This is the airplane I've been working on for
Oh, I know,
a month.
I know.
But it's almost done. Just need to make a cowl and that's ready to finish. I did the rudder and the bottom block. One of the guys said, "Man, that's the way to do it. It's easy. You don't have to sand at all." Yeah, the sanding's done up front.
What'd you mold it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier, a lot quicker.
a lot lighter.
Yeah,
This weighs 21 grams. There's no way I could sand a 3
You
inch
can't
wide.
grind one that thin.
No, yeah, no way.
No way.
I'd get it 1.5 ounces, but not under an ounce. And the top was pretty light. I can't remember. It weighed an ounce. Yeah, it weighed 1 ounce for this and this. So the whole top is 1 ounce.
wow.
That's gonna be a nice airplane, Robert. I like the looks of it.
I'm looking forward to seeing Mark's Bearcat in color again, because his last one was gorgeous. If you
Yeah,
knew
me
it,
too.
yeah,
Me
Joe,
too.
it was as nice as the old one, man. It's
Joe, did you hear that Mark Hughes lost his bear today?
No, that green one?
Yep,
Oh man, is that where all the remains was out there on the field?
yep.
There's some pretty balsa pieces still there, light looking stuff.
what
It's
what was it?
It wasn't electric. The engine quit on the upstroke.
Oh,
Stepped in what?
The engine quit on the upstroke.
Going uphill, probably.
Yeah. My
It
word.
was a green bear. Nice airplane.
A green Bearcat.
No, green bear. Geese.
Oh, raby bear. I mean,
Yeah,
a geese bear.
Geese. Yes,
Geese
yes, yes.
bear. Okay. Oh gosh, the one that was at the Nats.
Yes,
Oh shoot, that was pretty airplane.
yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've got some pictures from back in 2004 at a contest I went to, and I don't remember going there, but my airplane's there, and there's some people there that are no longer around. I'll be happy to take a few minutes and show them all to you if you'd like.
Sure.
I'd like.
Okay.
I tell you, John, it's heck. Memory's the second thing to go. I can't remember what the first one was.
I got you. I got you. I can't recognize the field, you know.
Green.
Nice looking shark.
And there's my airplane right there.
oh,
Twin
cool.
Flight Street.
Belfry bound over there too, and a air.
Yeah, I mean,
Shute-
Carl was there.
Shute at Gordon Delaney's red one, I think, isn't it? Or is that D. Rice? Is that Gordo's?
57.
That's a Hans 57. Isn't that Gordo's?
Yeah,
It
looks
would
like
be,
it.
yeah. Yeah, and
It's-
I don't know who this is. Is that Rusty Brown?
That's who it looks like.
Sure looks like Rusty to me.
Yeah.
They had that old
That's
camera.
back northeast by looking at the trees.
It's got to be, well, wait till you see the next picture, then you'll know it's not in the Northeast. You know who this gentleman is?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
Bob Palmer.
Bob
Bob
Palmer.
Palmer. Bob Palmer.
Yep. And so that had to be, that was before he passed on,
That'd be up in the northwest, probably.
probably. I do not recognize this field.
I don't
Yeah.
either. It looks like it's a football field by the striping over the head of you. Let's see
Yeah.
some more.
Yeah. Let's see. That's Bob English. Is it Bob English?
Oh yeah.
He built Gordy's Tony. He had it in silver. Look
Okay.
at that cockpit detail.
Wow.
You know, Gordon flew it. Gordon had his the first time he brought it. I don't know if this is the first time he brought it, but Gordon had his there, and he no, because he had his all painted out then. So this had to be before before that. When Gordy flew it, he says it flies just exactly like his. He didn't have to do any retrimming or anything. There he is with it. There's my stupid wrist thing for my. You know what? That's got to be. That's got to
I've
be
never been
the the California Golden State. It's got to be. I remember that building now.
Is that football goes there right over the tail?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't remember I didn't remember that plane having that much sweep in the trailing edge, but it does.
It's got it. I think it's one of the reasons that it flew so well.
I have quit running my flaps all the way to the end. I always
Me
stop a
too.
couple inches short. It gives you a trim tab if you want to use it, but it seems to make the tips dance less. Oh, that's Melanou's plane.
Yeah, yeah.
Bert
Cool.
Mullenix.
I saw that one fly.
Yeah, I saw it fly, of course.
At the Nats. He had it at the Nats.
Yeah.
It's probably that might be him right there. I'm not sure.
I don't know what happened to that airplane, but it's a shame that it's not still somebody.
Looks like George's Nobra.
Yeah.
It does look like it, but it's not.
That third one in looks like an Uncle Jimby airplane to me. You want the red
It's painted
nose?
like one, isn't it?
It is. Looks like an
This
Uncle
has
Jimmy.
gotta
And
be-
that's Phil.
That's
Yeah,
Phil's
Phil
airplane.
Grant.
Gotta be.
Phil. Yeah,
Yep.
it's Granderson's.
And I don't know what this little flight streak, who that belongs to, but
Mhm.
Thank you. Phil's plane looks good. That's been a few years because Phil's been gone a while.
There's your
He
Heinz
is the Heinz
57 again.
57.
there's Gordy Hines.
That's right.
I don't know who
Twin
the
flight streak.
Who's Shark?
I don't know that airplane.
That's
The
not
flight streak.
that's not the big shark. That's the little shark.
Yep.
No, I don't know who this is. It's not Gordy because Gordy, well, it could be.
No,
Gordy
that's not
left it.
Gordy.
That's
That's
not the
built
way he
more like-
holds his handle.
It's
No, Gordon don't fly
Oh,
that. Bert does.
no, it's not Gordon. Not Overmeyer. Oh, he lives in the Northeast. Built a Freedom, had it at Tucson. What's
Okay.
his name? Who am I thinking about, Colleen? The guy at the Tucson that had the Freedom airplane in the
Oh.
Northeast.
Well, I don't know
It
him.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. There he is again, though.
Mm-mm. That's a baseball stadium.
Yeah. Larry Fernandez. This
What
was,
the heck kind of handle is that?
well, that's actually his jig for wrapping lines. He was out
Okay.
wrapping some lines at that time. I
Wow.
remember that part.
Mm.
That
He's-
front's just a guide, probably.
yeah.
My goodness. Hey, that's
Now,
Ugly stick.
what's his name?
That's an ugly stick.
I
Oh,
called
yeah.
it Eindecker. Didn't know Lou
Eindecker.
Willard fly one of those a lot?
I'm not sure.
That looks
This
like Lou
guy is
Willard.
familiar looking, but I don't know his name. I think, though, he's Ukrainian. I'm not sure.
I don't know him.
Okay.
wow.
Some pretty airplanes, a lot of shine. There's Gordon's.
Tony,
Tony. That's Howard Rush
there's
behind that.
Phil,
That's
Howard
Howard.
Rush's first dog.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know who this thing is.
That's Uncle
That's
Jim.
Phil.
Diva.
That's Phil's
That's
airplane.
got to be Uncle Jim. That's Phil's airplane. Phil Granderson.
Phil?
Yeah.
This is
That-
gotta
that's
be.
a-
Uncle
That's,
Jimby.
That's Uncle Jimby for sure. I
And
think.
This is a legacy. Can you believe it?
I don't know who that is.
It's Canadian.
Yeah. That
Oh,
might be.
that's Chris Coxon probably.
I,
Could be Chris.
I
could be
remember
Chris
seeing this
Coxon.
airplane, but I don't remember whose it
There's a
was.
legend. And there's a
Kurt Mullinex.
Yeah,
Well, we got some more pictures of the
and
Mine.
there's forgot
There
his
you
name,
go.
but he won Nats one year.
This reminds me of one of David's airplanes.
David's is next to it, I think.
This
Yeah,
one?
That was David's right there, I believe.
yeah, that's a
Yep.
Stargazer
Okay.
before he went to
Wish I
Thunder.
had more light back here. That looks like a what was the British flight streak? The
Lightning
call-
streak.
no,
No,
they call, starts with a P.
I don't know it.
Okay. There's a blimp, I tell you. That's got a lot of side area on it. Okay, there's a Nobler, of course.
Of course.
An Oriental behind it, isn't it? White one?
This one here
Yeah.
looks like an Oriental.
Hey, there's Stiletto.
That's a stiletto.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, yeah.
Stiletto. I don't know the yellow one in front of it. Isn't that cool?
There's my legacy.
Yeah, no, neat deal.
Is that a Niyaki or something like that? The white one? What's the white one called? That one.
This
The
one,
one. Yeah, what's
That's a
that?
Nike.
that's a Nike.
Nike. Yeah, Nike. I thought it was a Nike. They called it Nike. Nike.
And there's what's his name down in Southern California?
Is that a 109?
Yep.
Yeah,
Looks like it.
he's flown that. He had flown that for years. I think he finally
Is that
retired.
John Wright? Is that John Wright?
John Wright, yeah, John Wright. And I don't even know what this is, but that's not a very large airplane.
I can't tell. We're looking.
Doesn't have a cowl on it. I don't know.
That's cool.
Okay, so now there's Kurt Mullinex, I believe. And you can look in there and you see people that are no longer around. A lot of others that look a lot older than they do now. See anybody you recognize?
I do not.
Hey, David Fitzgerald.
Who's this guy? I recognize him, but I can't remember his name.
David's to the left side, two people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a white shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is
That's Fitzgerald right there. In my
That's
opinion.
Fitzgerald Stargazer. Yeah.
yeah. There's another
I like
legacy.
having the line. I like the lines like that. Don't walk in there. Stay out there.
Yeah, yeah. Mullinex is with his airplane.
Saturn.
Saturn.
Canadian Saturn.
That's
That's
what
Saturn.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's the Stargazer right there.
It's a Canadian airplane, 7149.
I remember that one. That was a cool airplane. I'd like to got to see that thing fly. That
Me
just
too.
Flew pretty
I
good.
want to fly.
I saw it fly.
I want to fly it. That's a bad looking airplane right there.
It is, isn't it? It was a treat to see him come by and inverted.
I'll bet.
Yeah, kind of. Anyway, that's what I've got from that contest. I've got others, but I'll turn off the sharing so we can talk about other things. But I think in the future here I might share some of these. I ran across them so I know where they're at now, and because I've got a lot of pictures from the West Coast contest.
That's excellent, John. Thank you.
You betcha, my pleasure.
That was nice.
Let's see if we got any chat going on. I don't keep up with that as like I should. Let's see here. Okay, we got Marcella Grand. Hello, everyone. It's Stunt School.
Hi, Mars.
And then Mark
Well,
BMJR model has it, whatever he's looking at. Daniel Sports Highlight says, of course, yo.
Ah,
Oh, he's talking about polyspan. You get 20 inches by 4 yards for $22.
who has it?
BMJR.
BMJR. Okay, I'll call him tomorrow.
Brian Malin.
Brian, yeah,
I've got
Brian.
I've got his number. I just got a Messerschmitt from him.
And then Lisa Royce. I think it's Wayne Royce. Hi, Sparky and everyone. Gary, we're sorry to hear about your wife. Wayne and Lisa Rice. Yep. Like delivered by Phil Bailey, like given by Wayne. Canard Project bought the farm. This is Ken Kubison. Says the Canard Project bought the farm Wednesday when the outboard wing folded in a triangle.
Oh,
It's coming along and has the Canard. Steve Berry says, "Hey everybody." Brent Williams says this is probably a Southern California contest, John. That's from Brent Williams. Okay, we're caught up on the chat.
I think it was the Golden State. I'm pretty sure now.
Got 19 likes and 30 viewers. Come on, there's a few of you guys, like 11, that are sleeping. Hit the like button.
Joe, for your information, tomorrow I'll finish up working on the Trailblazer, and I've decided to make it the project to get that tandem twin finished up. It should, so.
yes, that'd be great. I think you
Oh,
should work.
cool. Cool.
That tandem twin on electrics would be awesome, I think.
Joe, you're going to build that one.
It's got to be fun,
Joe, you got to build that one because I'm building a Trailblazer.
If I build an electric airplane, I'm going to call it Sellout 2.0.
That's all right. As long as you let me see it fly.
Sellout 2.0. That'd be perfect for a twin. Oh my goodness.
I drew up I like the Bob Hunt's Crossfire. I drew up a Crossfire and I called it the Double Cross. And Bob told me one of his buddies is already doing a double cross, which is, anyway, I didn't get a chance to make a copy of it, but I saw a quick drawing of their double cross. It's amazing how much they look alike.
We'll call it the Double Cross 2.0.
Call it the bonfire.
Bonfire.
Yeah. Crossfire. He's got a fire, something, everything. Bonfire.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Oh, stuck.
Yeah. When Wendy was flying his, what was that MiG that he had, the predecessor to the other big ones, I forget the name of it. I always wanted to call that the Balsa Overcast.
Yeah.
The sweeper.
Sweeper, yeah.
Well, I'm telling you what, when that thing hit the ground, I don't think it's Wendy's, but when I saw one of those hit the ground, I have never seen balsa linger in the air so long.
Built out of light wood, probably.
It probably was, but man, that thing was huge.
Oh, yeah. There's a fella used to be up in the Ogden area up north of me, and he had a B-36 that he flew. It had like a 12-foot wingspan.
Oh, good.
On
Great.
control line?
Actually, no, he flew it on RC. But there was a B-36 in the hobby shop, a control line one. But I don't know who built it, and I don't know if it was ever flown.
We built an N9M flying wing and flew it electric RC at the field. And I had drawn up an XB-35, which is the 4-engine bomber.
Right.
And I was going to build it because it was my dad's favorite airplane and the plane that he was working on when he retired. Anyway, in fact, I think he retired because they canceled that airplane. But anyway, long story short, I built it up, I drew it up and was wanting to build it. And I tried to figure out how to get all this stuff to working, and I was going to steer it with these two motors speeding up and these two, or, steer it like that. A lot of the little stuff. And I figured all this mess out and how to do it electronically and electronic mixing, make everything work. And then I went and flew the N9M at Hobby Park. Well, if you've ever seen the B-2 fly and been impressed when it turns its backside to you and just disappeared, so did the N9M. I just had to put it in a shallow turn and hope I could spot it. Finally saw it against the trees. And that ended the XB-35 project.
Yeah, they are hard to see.
Golly.
There's a kid on YouTube that he just started showing up in my feed that 3D printed a SR-72. So it's a Lockheed Martin design. He 3D printed it. It has no control surfaces on it. It's all steered by vectored thrust. And buddy, it flies good and fast too.
Oh my goodness.
Let me
The
see
real one's crazy fast.
Let me see.
When that thing first started hearing rumors that it was flying, it's got to be 10 years ago. We were out in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that thing, they only took it, brought it out of the hangar and flew it at night and leave from Mojave and fly over Albuquerque and turn around somewhere and go back to Mojave. Only out at night. But when that thing could go across the sky, they called it the zipper because that's what it sounded like. It sounded like you took a big winter coat and just pull the zipper real quick. And
That was the Aurora.
that's the Aurora. That was the Aurora.
Yep.
And then the Aurora gave way to the, I've forgotten what they call it, but then it became the SR-72. And I've forgotten the code name for that now. But anyway, it's a neat series of airplanes. But you had to know when they retired the SR-71, they had something that was faster and cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
I got to see that Aurora fly. It came out, it was up in Salt Lake. It came off from way over in Nevada. It was really high. And
Yeah.
it had that beads on a string exhaust on it.
Yeah.
That was the dead giveaway.
Yeah.
And that thing came up and he was moving.
Yeah.
Even as he was. And he came out, he made a big turn. And I imagine he turned just before he got to the Great Salt Lake. And that turn, I don't know what degree turn it was, but he was over Idaho by the time he finished that turn.
100-mile turn.
And headed back but he was moving, I'm telling you. And it was just at sunset, so I could see it real well. Because anyway, I got to see. Hey, I got something. You talk about strange names for airplanes and different designs and that, and flying wings. I used to fly Sierra sailplanes and that. They were flying wing sailplanes and RC planes and that. And so I got a wild hair, and I decided that I wanted to do a flying wing stunner. So I did this. This is not completed. It's just a concept. But I used the special airfoil that they use on that. The balance point is right about there.
I'll be darned.
Put a canard.
No canard?
Work.
No canard?
No canard. It just has this wing, and you fly with a reflexed airfoil. And as an RC plane, I could do just about everything except a spin. It resisted spin. I got one into a spin one time, and it turned into a flat spin, and I couldn't get out of it.
You couldn't get out.
I couldn't get out.
That is the very first thing in the XB-35 pilot manual's book. No aerobatic maneuver should be attempted with this aircraft, and that's why.
Don't stall it.
That's why the Air Force Base in California is named what it's named, because Glenn
Edwards
put one in a flat spin and thought he could get it out, and he died trying.
He stalled it.
Come out.
He stalled.
You can't get him out. You know.
There's the other Cardenas, guy named Cardenas. He did it first in the XB, and it stalled it and it got in a spin. He said, well, I'll just shut these engines off and I'll make these go. So he cut one side back, firewalled the other, and he got it out of that spin. You can Google him. He's still alive today. And he told Edwards, don't stall it, because if you do, it's going to get you in trouble. Well, Glenn did it and it killed him. But Cardenas got it out of that situation by one side powered up, other side idle, doing it, quit spinning, push down and pull the throttles and got it going. But can you imagine the price you had to firewall the two left ones and cut the two right ones to idle to try to get it to quit spinning? Oh my goodness.
Well, the RC version that I flew, of course, didn't look like this, but it had some reasonable similarities. It would loop, it would roll. I could do aerobatic maneuvers. I just couldn't do a spin. I mean, I couldn't get it into a spin. It was really difficult. The one I did, I had to pull some crazy stuff with both the rudder and the flaps and our elevators but anyway, so one of these days
Why
I'm gonna
not?
build it as a profile and take it out and try it out just to see how if it's got to be a fun airplane to fly, I would think.
I just saw your name. Why
Yeah,
not?
why not?
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought
tell you what,
I was going to get to that. Is that an appropriate name for it? I
that's a
think
good
so.
name for it.
Why not?
The dumbest thing I ever did in a real aircraft was I was up with a guy in a fully aerobatic airplane, and I asked him about Alamshavak.
Oh no.
Never, 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 never ask an aerobatic pilot about Alamshavak when you're up in the airplane with him.
Isn't that check for headache?
I think that's exactly right, John.
That's what it is, headache. And
Yeah.
it'll give you one quick because you don't know which way's up, down. I mean, you're tumbling.
Yeah.
And a guy on the ground that was photographing the flight photographed that and I've got the Super 8mm movie here. And I said, well, I tell you what, I'm just proud of one thing. He said, what's that? We don't have to clean the puke off the inside of that canopy. Because I thought I was gonna hurl.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy
Man,
Barnholt.
never. I
Yeah.
don't do that again.
How's it going?
Oh, okay.
Good to
Where's
see you. How are
Where's
you,
my
Jim?
dog buddy?
What?
Where's my dog buddy?
Your dog?
Yeah, where's my dog buddy? Is he looking at the TV?
Oh, your dog. Oh, she's napping.
Oh, get up.
Yeah, it's after 9 o'clock. She goes to bed.
Like my dog, he's laying here trying to take a nap. He got up in my lap a few minutes ago. Now he's decided, oh, the heck with it.
You get that airplane, the engine in the airplane yet?
No, not yet. I'm still working on it.
So it's still sitting in the same spot it was when I was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't moved any.
Not trying to get away.
I heard.
Hi.
Did Howard come in?
Yeah.
My
I
goodness,
think so, yeah.
Howard, how are you, sir?
All right.
You still got sunshine. Good gracious alive.
Oh, yeah.
Gracious. How in the world are you, sir?
All right.
Good to see you.
Must not be in St. Louis.
I don't think so. No,
Oh,
I'm not at the meet and meet either.
Did you ever get Dog 2 finished?
Yep.
Good. Does it fly right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not used to the new Igor timer. I've had troubles with it. They got more electronics being prepared for it.
Well, at least you can get one. I got to wait till November.
Are you missing a nice handmade box with some control lines in it?
Am I?
Yeah.
No, I'm missing a plastic box with some control lines and sunglasses and
Handle.
handle. Yeah, lots of cool stuff.
It's in a pawn shop in Dallas.
Somebody said a post on the main forum that's were you down in Texas flying sometime in the past?
I was in Texas flying sometime in the past. I left a toolbox there.
2017.
Yeah.
Well, they say that there's a homeless woman that's living out on the field down there, and she's got a box with some reels of lines and stuff on it, and
Yeah.
so it belongs to you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to go get it.
Have Doug Moon get it for you.
Got a couple tuts there too, I think.
Did you?
Yeah.
They probably don't have the crepe paper left around there.
No, that was farther back, but I left crepe paper there.
Oh, okay.
Give me just about 5 minutes. Okay. You just want the vacuum?
So have you figured out what your next project's gonna be?
Me?
Yeah.
Just doing electronics in my airplane and finishing the Las Vegas trophy. That was my next
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Had a little setback. I fell down and hurt my wrist, so I was single-handed for a while. It's interesting that the things that take two hands to do, like tie on your shoes. That's hard to tell you.
yeah.
This is one. Yeah, you're experienced at not having enough hands, aren't you, John?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not my flying hand, so I'll be if I get somebody to carry my airplane down,
there you go.
It
It often makes me wonder how Bob Palmer did it.
Yeah, flying with a hook and stuff. That's amazing. And building airplanes.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's got his tweezers right at hand.
That's right. It was his right hand.
Yeah. Got the tweezers right there for fine work.
Well, what's new? Any contest? Everybody going to Las Vegas?
No, not this
Yep.
I won't be there, unfortunately.
Oh,
When is it?
I just frankly, I just can't afford to go this year.
First weekend in November, Colleen said.
Yeah. Trophies and experts through 9.
Nice trophies.
They're great
Were
trophies.
you going to King Orange?
No, me?
Yeah.
No, our contest is next weekend.
Oh, okay.
Tulsa?
Uh-huh.
That's
Are you
what
gonna
the
have the
King
camera
Orange is
on?
too, isn't it?
Say again?
Are you gonna have the camera on?
I don't think so. I think the camera's broken. Nobody knows how to fix it.
Hard to hear that.
Well, I'll be there next weekend, so if you want me to look at it, I will, Joe.
You can sure do whatever. Yes, you can talk to Patty and whoever's around there. And I don't know nothing about it, Robert. Bob had all that figured out. He actually what he did. Bob Reeves, when you go to a ride and they take your picture when you're terrified, Bob was the one that figured out how to do that 40 years ago.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Pretty bright guy in that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And took movies of a clunk tank in flight, so you can see the fuel level. Doesn't do what you think.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was launched it. I was there. Yeah. Then he did one the elevator. How much elevator moves?
How much moves, Joe? Maybe a quarter inch?
I don't think it goes over 12 or 13 degrees. Do you remember, Howard? It didn't move as much as you think it did.
No, that's another project on is instrumenting an airplane to see how it controls.
That's wild.
Hey, Len's here.
Hey guys, how we doing?
Hey, Lynn.
Good to see everybody.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Better to be seen than viewed.
Good to be
That's
seeing
it.
you.
Absolutely.
That is exactly right.
Part
Oh,
of
boy.
the Canadian stunt team came down last weekend and whooped me at the local contest.
Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Chris
shoot.
did he?
Yeah, I did.
He has a tendency to do that to people.
I know. Yeah, it's getting to be a habit.
It's not good. It's not good. Oh man.
You need to launch his airplane. Turn it at him.
I'm not allowed to launch varsity aircraft on the West Coast.
You're not qualified.
No.
That's a shame.
Effort.
Stuart and I are headed for a contest in Toronto tomorrow morning.
Cool.
Oh yeah, should be
Leaving
good.
at
No dark 30.
Yeah, we're
5 in
leaving
the
way
morning?
too early.
5?
5:30 in the morning. We're headed out.
That's oh dark 30, yeah.
Yeah,
dark
it's dark
30.
30. Yeah, dark 30. We're leaving.
It's about my bedtime.
Yeah.
Well, it's 3 hours earlier.
I tell you, I remember those days, but I hadn't done it in a while.
It's
go
good.
down the night-
All
I
in
go
good
down
fun.
the night before now and get a hotel room so I don't have to do all that. Get out the car and try to get the kinks out and go for the first flight, and you're still trying to
Yeah,
get your back
yeah.
straight.
You know what the problem is, though? The cost of hotel rooms now is just so ridiculous that
It's unbelievable.
just
You
off
ain't
the
telling me nothing,
charts.
too, brother. I just went to the Worlds and
Hey,
I've been on 3 trips, just
Hey.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you're talking to the hand, baby. I hear ya.
Yeah.
I
How much
know
was
all
that
about it.
hotel room, Joe?
Say again?
How much was your hotel room?
What did we spend, Clint? $3,400 for 15 nights?
No, where you are.
Oh, here. 130 plus tax, she says.
130. Wow.
Plus tax.
You
But if we
paid
don't
well
spend
over-
it, the kids are going to spend it.
That's right. Not saving it for all of them. The heck with that.
I bought something here. I bought something here a while back, Joe, and my youngest daughter says, "Daddy, what in the world are you doing buying something like that?" And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" She said, "Well, that thing will be around. That'll last a lot longer than you think. Those things don't wear out." I said, "Well, I'm spending your inheritance, but I guess then you'll get it and you can enjoy it too."
You can sell it if you want to, is what I told
Yeah,
you.
I told her I'm spending your inheritance, but if you want to, once you get it, you can do what you want to with it. She just looked at me like, "Huh?"
What?
Bet it got real quiet after that.
It did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I got the same theory, Joe.
You just
Spend it while you can.
dang right. I mean, my mother's 94, and she told me 20 years ago, said, Joe Mike, when you get to be 70, you got memories. Don't fail to make memories.
That's
So
right.
we're gonna
Yeah.
make some memories.
You
I
betcha.
got plenty of memories. I just can't remember them.
That's bad. That's terrible.
That's another issue.
My grandfather lived to be 92, and I'd go see him. He said, Joe Mike, you haven't been here to see me in months. I said, oh, I'll do better, Pop. And I'd went to see him once a week. You haven't been here in months. He can remember everything that happened in Hannibal, Missouri in 1927. What'd you have for breakfast? I don't know, Joe. It wasn't no
Yeah.
dang good.
Yeah, I got an aunt like that. She's 87 and she can remember everything from 50 years ago, but she don't know what she did yesterday. Yeah.
No, I don't know what my breakfast wasn't no good anyhow. I don't know what it was.
My wife's husband's like that.
He is, huh? Okay.
Oh my
Telling on
God.
yourself there.
Oh
comment.
boy.
No
Easy,
comment.
Joe, easy. Don't fall out of the chair.
Hey, guys,
No.
I found some pictures from it's either the first or second Palmer meet in California, if you'd like to see them.
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
Okay. Might be some people you recognize. Now these, hard to see who that is, but that's a fellow from up in Oregon, I think, or no, Washington. I can't remember his name.
Dave Gardner.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's,
yeah.
I
So
believe that
last
was,
week.
oh yeah? I
Yeah.
believe this is Keith's airplane.
Is that a Miles?
It looks like it.
That's cool.
That's neat. I like that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that too.
Look at the sticker in front of the cockpit. Oh, too late. Saw it.
There we go.
There's Keith.
He's right there. See that sticker? Looks like the FAI.
Yep.
Yep.
There's a couple more pictures of it in here, so there's Keith right there.
He's right there.
I don't know what he's launching. Anybody know what he's launching?
I do not.
I don't either.
Gary, wake up.
Gary.
Killing us.
This was for you, Phil.
Yeah,
Wagon.
yeah. That's my girl. I love those things.
I
Eagle.
think this is Nuna's
An
airplane.
eagle. How about that?
I don't know that airplane.
I think it belongs to Nuna's.
Really?
Think so.
Dennis?
I think so. I'm not sure. But I think so.
Painted
Maybe-
up just like my one of my airplanes.
I didn't know he was that old.
14296. AMA number.
Pretty airplane.
It is.
Another view of it. Try to get it to where it doesn't get fuzzy, get it a little bit bigger. That stunt wagon just keeps hanging in there, Phil.
Yeah. They're tough airplanes, I'm telling you. Hey, look at there's a stunt wing in the back.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, no, yeah. I remember that it was almost scale, except for the wing and airfoil. You know, the airfoil.
Looks like lead out's coming out the wrong side.
You know, you're right,
Yeah,
and it wasn't Keith's.
you are right.
That's Gordon's Pathfinder 60.
60.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool.
Cool lettering.
I've never
Pardon? He had a Super Tiger 51, I think, in there at one time, and I don't know what he was flying that, and he got at the end of the flight, he had a lot of fuel left, so he started seeing how tight of loops and squares he could do. And he got it down pretty small before the wing blew apart.
That'll learn you.
There you go, Mark.
Hey,
That's a pipe engine one.
Yep.
sure is.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the late war roundels?
I don't know, but it looks like Wendy's big Spitfire.
I think that's Wendy's big. Yeah, I think that's what that is.
Wouldn't have been at the
Fine.
Palmer meet, unless somebody built one out on the West Coast.
I don't think that's Wendy's.
No, but that's his design. I'm saying.
Yeah, that's his design. Yeah, but not his airplane. That's right.
Oh no, it wasn't Wendy's airplane.
Here's whose airplane it was.
Make
Anybody
it
recognize
bigger.
who?
Make it bigger. We can't see. I can't see him. There we go.
You
I know
recognize
that
I
is.
met him, but I don't know his name.
I know who that is.
Here's an interesting photo.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness,
shoot.
look at this. Rusty.
Rusty Brown. That's me,
Carl.
Carl Shoup, and that's Tim Meeks
Tim Meeks, yeah.
Which one's you
right here.
on the left?
Yep.
What happened to where's your beard and your hair?
My hair's under
Yeah,
my hat,
Yeah.
and the beard disappeared somewhere.
John, you're a pretty cool looking dude.
I used to be.
Yeah,
I tell you
I
what, he
betcha.
was a force to be reckoned with. At VSC, the boy could fly.
I don't think I want to mess with him either.
These were the ladies that took care of the scorekeeping, all of that.
Yeah, and they apparently had just decided who won the award. You know what I'm talking about.
The only one that I remember, and I can't remember her name. She's a widow. Her husband flew, and she was there all the time helping out.
Lucky Pyatt's wife.
No,
that's not Ricky.
No.
Ricky? Okay.
It's not
No.
Ricky.
I see her sometimes still on Facebook with some of the flying posts.
Oh,
Don't know her. I don't know any of those.
Anyway, that's it for that Palmer meet.
Cool.
But good show.
Good
Thank
show.
you.
That was nice.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, thanks,
You
John.
bet. My pleasure.
Did you hear, Jimmy, that John Jordan died?
Oh, no, he did.
Yep,
No,
Darn.
yep. 30 days. They diagnosed
Cancer?
liver cancer,
Yeah.
and 30 days later he was gone.
yeah. Well,
So
that was
sad.
quick, wasn't it? Man,
Well, I got a buddy that beat him, but not by much. 2 weeks.
Suffered in hospice for a week.
I got a buddy, Tony, that was feeling bad, and he went to his doctor, and his doctor told him go over to the hospital and get checked out. He went over to the hospital that night and got checked out. They kept him overnight for observation. The next day, we got word they gave Tony 2 weeks to live. He lasted 2 days.
Whoa.
God.
Mm.
He was in my wedding. He was one of the guys in my wedding.
Jeez.
Great guy. Boy, he didn't last. I knew he was tough as nails, but he had to be pretty well hurting.
Yeah.
But
He had to
I
be
got out of
feeling.
Dayton because Jerry Hop died and John Jordan died. Shit, I'd be next.
oh,
Live every day to the fullest, boys.
Yeah, you just
That's
never
right.
know.
That's
Never
right.
know, Sparky.
You never know.
Go to every contest you can go to if you want to see people and have some fun.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, we're in a group that are all age limited.
well, yeah.
None of us are going to get out of this life alive, so you might as well
That's
enjoy
it. Well, we were talking in Atlanta or Canton last weekend, and I told one of the guys, he's one of the younger fellers, a lot younger than me. I told him, I said, I went through a lot of years of this stuff, flying stunt and sailplanes and pattern and scale and whatever I could find to fly, that I thought I had to go and be ready to go and compete and try to win a trophy, because I thought that's what it was all about, win the trophies. He said, I go to the contest now, as many as I can go to, stunt, sailplane. I still see guys I used to fly pattern with. I go just to go to the contest and see the people, because that's
Yeah,
funny is the people.
That's what you go for.
Yeah,
The
that's
only one I
right.
still fly is stunt and sailplane, but
I got lots of places for spiders to live at the house.
oh, me too. Me too.
Well, I remember when I first met you there at VSC that year, you were having more fun with the people than you were with flying, and that was a fact.
I always do. I tell you, one of the most fun people I ever cut up with. We were at VSC and Bob Palmer was there. Oh, for heaven's sakes, George Aldrich and
Southwick.
Southwick.
And Ed Southwick were there. And the four of us got to talking and cutting up. It's a year I brought the hotter than that. And we got cutting up, and they said, man, you need to fly something that's a little bit, you need to speed it up and fly it a little faster. Well, I was flying 5.1. That's as fast as I ever fly. He says, no, that plane's got to go faster than that. So my answer was to buy a set of 70-foot lines, put it on longer lines, turn the wick up so it still turned about 5.1, but the guy George come over, no. You need to fly it a little faster.
Them long
I said,
lines.
George, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go home and we'll hang this thing on the wall and fly something that I can fly. That's just too fast for me.
Got to get you a ringmaster and fly it at 4.6.
And I got me a boxcar chief and started flying. Next year, 2 years later, I went. Mary Gephardt was one of the judges, and she says, I timed your loops. You did a 7-second loop, not like loop. I said, well, it went a little rich there, Mary. And Gerald come over and patted me on the shoulder. He says, that was impressive. I said, impressive? He says, yeah, you kept it out there. I was amazed. It just all of a sudden went rich. I went into the loops, inside loops now. Climb and dive, it was fine. Just all of a sudden it went rich. But I had Fox needle valve on it, and I had a piece of fuel line on there, and it backed out. You live and you learn. Last time I ever used a Fox needle valve in competition.
Well, I've never seen 7-second loops. I've only seen 7-second loop.
Well, I got in 5 of them.
Well, I've only
I pulled out level. It went half a lap and quit.
Yeah, I've never seen 7-second loops. Just 7-second loop.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
Well,
in
you
the
gotta
loop.
remember now.
Only
Before
one.
you think I'm cutting up, you gotta remember this is Tucson, and there was wind.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fun. Mary Gephardt was she was an interesting lady. She was one of the judges, and she was very interesting. She shook her head. That was impressive. I don't understand it, but it was impressive.
Was that the year, Phil, that little wind devil came through the pits, and I think Keith's
All those airplanes, yeah.
and somebody's tent went flying across the flights.
Yeah, I think
It
so.
was Jim Lee's tent one time went higher than those trees down there to the north.
Wow.
Way up high.
Well, this one went the other side of the lake.
Yeah.
You know where the
They
lake
didn't get
is
that
over
one
on the
back.
backside where they run sailboats? It
Yeah.
went through the back net and came down. The funny thing was they went back there and picked it up, came back, set it back up. It's still in one piece.
I can't believe it's one piece.
That's crazy.
I just knew that thing was wadded up. It's done, but no, he came back, set it up, tied it to his car the second time. I carry off that little bucket, little sandbag, but it won't carry this off. It didn't carry him off. It slipped the knots.
I think Ted Fancher was in the middle of the pattern when one came through. It was either Ted or one of the other varsity guys.
Wow.
I think it was Ted, and hung on to the plane. I don't know how, but he hung on to the plane.
Yeah.
Hey, Sparky,
Yeah.
you use those Gardner sets in your ST60s. What do you do with the rest of? What do you do with the old parts? I need a piston and ring.
I got them.
Could I buy one off you?
Yeah, I suppose.
That'd be great. I'll PM you after, like tomorrow or something. I got a ST60 that's crapped out. I got no power in it.
Right.
Awesome. Okay.
I'll see. I took a new engine apart. I'll see if I can find the new one.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Okay. Good stuff.
I don't know what I did with it, but it's in that box up there. I
Yeah,
believe.
because I've got one. I've got no compression at all. So if I could get a piston liner and ring, that'd be amazing.
All right.
Or that'd be outstanding.
Hey,
Barbie,
Joe, here's the question. And let me ask Joe a question. If I'm going to fly that Continental tomorrow, you really think that leaking tube could cause it to do what it did, right?
I do. I really do. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it can.
They run stupid.
You think there's enough compression in that motor, or should I change it out to the Gardner?
Oh, have you ever run that Gardner engine?
Yeah, twice.
Well, if it broke in?
No, not really.
Yeah, that answers your question. Yeah, your engine will run if you start it cold.
Well, I'm going to bring my electric finger.
That'll make it better too.
Bring a little bit of lighter fluid, naphtha.
I got electric finger. It'll start with electric finger.
Perfect.
When it was hot, it was laying down on compression, but it was cool. It had compression.
And it's had some snaps. We got some pop out of it.
Oh yes, definitely.
What motor is it, Sparky?
To George Aldrich 46.
Ooh, Super Tiger.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I think the Gardner is a better motor.
You heard anything from Gardner about 60 sleeves and piston sets?
No.
I hadn't either. I think I'm gonna PM him next day or two and ask him is he any closer to getting them.
Well, I'm probably going to get it one more, just because I sold the one I had to John, and I don't know what's going to happen there.
Hey, Phil.
Yes, sir.
Would you do me a favor and discourage Kermit from starting building without talking to me first?
I'll ask him. I'll see him in the morning.
Well, where's our nighttime moderator?
Asleep?
No. Howard, how long are you going to stay on tonight? Howard,
Yeah.
how long are you gonna stay on tonight?
I don't know.
I usually end the stream at 9 o'clock my time. I run for 2 hours and then I turn it over to somebody else to run. Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right, let me close out the YouTube side and I'll turn you over and let you be usually Dennis comes in and takes over, but I don't see him tonight. Let me close out YouTube. All right, guys, thanks for watching on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed the show. There probably will not be a Friday night hangout next week because I'll be in Tulsa. Depending on bandwidth of the place we're going, depends on whether I'm going to do a stream or not. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on Monday. Fair winds, tight. Well, wait a minute. I got to get over there yet. This is so complicated to do. Ridiculous. My channel. There we go. And we got to go to I wanted to see my video. There we are.
Do I have to do anything?
No, just shut it off. Okay, we're on the live side. And we got to get into the control panel and move this over here. Oh, let me get to the chats before I go up. Buddy, wait a minute, let me see here. Hi, everybody from Steve Berry. Okay, that's Terry Mitchell says, like sent, glad to see everyone. Hello from Oregon. And then Annie, I can't even say that. Sadero. Good evening, Sparky and Sentinel, whoever that is. Oh, Santa. Light given, Jeff and Chewy. Oh, okay. Jeff, Chewy, and Annie. Okay. Buddy Barbie says, light given. Roy Lane says, good evening. Light given. I've been missing the live show, but catch up later. And then Stiletto 660A says, the pictures that John was sharing earlier are from the Golden State Stunt Championships. The picture with the Endecker is Larry Fernandez.
Oh.
Minnesota Mike says, Gary needs sleep apnea mask. I had him on mute, so when he comes back, tell him that he's muted. All right, on YouTube, fair winds, tight lines. We'll see you.
See you, Sparky.
See you, Sparky.
Take care.
Take care, Sparky.
Okay, I'm not going anywhere. The stream is not ending.
Okay.
It just ended on YouTube.